Greetings, fellow literatures. Today we're analyzing Shakespeare's The Tempest, and I'm joined by
Nomandlovu.
and I'm your host, Mpho John Komako. Okay, so true to its name, The Tempest starts off with a rocking storm on a boat. So the passengers on the boat are very important people now. So they end up on this island, controlled by Prospero. Prospero, we found out that he's a sorcerer. Okay, so he controls all these events and lures the king and his brother. His brother who?
Antonio.
His brother Antonio. So he lures them to the island in order to enact his revenge. And throughout it, we see themes of him, such as what?
Power and control,
And
colonization, betrayal, forgiveness, and revenge.
so, what can you tell me about one?
The Tempest, it is an old play. It holds very important themes like power and control. And in the play, power is depicted when Prospero first landed on the island with his daughter. He found Caliban. Prospero uses magic to control the island. And on the island, Prospero controls everyone. I think Prospero uses his power, or saw it fit to use his power to get revenge because he had nothing left. He was dethroned and failed. He had power, I can say it was all he had to revenge or to seek justice for himself being dethroned by his brother and King Alonso. Yeah.
So
I could say magic plays a vital role in this play.
Yeah. And it corresponds with the things.
Because we can't forget the fact that he was betrayed by his own brother. His own brother stabbed him in the back. So that led him to a path, to a downward spiral. Yes, I should
But
say.
also in this play, power is not, I think, I would say it's one of the major things because it seems like every character is hungry for power. Since Sebastian and Antonio, they wanted to dethrone King Alonso, the same way that Antonio did to
this
Prospero.
Prospero.
And this is like everyone is hungry for power, they want to.
And also we can look at the commotion between Prospero and Caliban. Caliban claims that the land is his, and
Because he was originally born there.
Yes, and Prospero also fights for the land, for the island.
Much like a colonizer.
Yeah,
So-
he was
And Caliban a native because he was born on the island.
So this European man just came to the island and claimed to be his. So we can layer in his colonizer side. Yes.
Because he came with that mindset that where he comes from, he was a king, and he wants to be a king in an island that he is not.
He doesn't belong to.
Indeed.
He colonized Caliban, and they taught Caliban their language, which is colonizing.
Yeah, because that can cause Caliban to losing his own cultural identity because now he had to adapt and learn with this new language that I would say he. Is it a he?
No, it's actually probably you're not. You're
But
not.
okay,
You're not wrong.
yeah,
You're
I
saying
say
that.
that.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong to say.
he has to adapt to this new language. Yeah. I think somehow it I think somehow it shifted his own mentality because I think like the more the time goes, he has to adapt to to this language, and he will forget about where he's coming from, and since like when you grow up and you shift to another world, you tend to forget about your background and focus on the life that you are living in the moment.
That reminds me of the French when they colonized. They wanted to turn Africans into little French people. That's why they wanted to civilize them. How they wanted they taught them their language. They wanted to show them the way of life of living. So that's what Prospero was doing to Caliban.
And when we dive deep into the play, we can see that it is not only Prospero who was betrayed. Prospero also betrayed Caliban.
He did.
When he first came to the island, Caliban was so welcoming. But what he did?
He betrayed him.
Yes,
And
by
took over.
taking Caliban's land.
Yeah, that's how he actually took it. That's one step. So after Caliban wanted to force himself into Miranda, that guilt Prospero wanted to use to control Caliban. So throughout it, he carefully reminded Caliban that, hey, you wanted to do this to my daughter. So that's why he was his slave.
But since he was able to forgive his brother and King Alonso, how come like he I know that's a huge crime trying to rape someone's child, and how come he easily forgive King Alonso and Antonio easily, but when it comes to Caliban, I think it was hard because he treated him as his slave. And if I remember correctly, in Act 1, Scene 2, line 128, some were there. That's when he referred Caliban as one of his slaves. How come he mistreat Caliban? Is it because he was half human, or
that's what I think,
half,
because he doesn't consider Caliban to have feelings as a human, because he's a half human, half.
So by himself, he stripped him off of his humanity.
I think that is the reason why he can forgive Caliban.
Yeah, I know, but you know that it didn't actually happen, but it was going to happen, but it didn't actually happen. And on his side, his position, the dukedom, he was exiled for 12 years. So how come something that happened now, and he was exiled for 12 years, but forgive the people that sent him away with his daughter? And why there is someone like Caliban who didn't even succeed on doing this?
This is why I believe that Prospero wasn't really out for revenge. He was looking for like comfort, for something to ease it.
And he found comfort in magic.
He found comfort in magic. Yes.
He found comfort in magic.
That's why he was able to forgive those who exiled him so quickly, but not so quickly per se. But he noticed through Ariel. Ariel was one of his biggest turning points towards the end.
And then when Ariel said I won't say he eat, because it's a spirit. When the spirit Ariel said that I won't say he, but it wanted to claim liberty for it,
and freedom.
That Prospero promised. But how can you promise a research and backstab Caliban?
To Ariel, it was a quid pro quo. So he helped him escape the tree. He helped him escape the tree. So now you owe me. said Prospero to Ariel.
And saw Prospero as his savior at first, that he rescued the spirit from the tree.
And that shows that power is not something that is earned. You can claim, I won't say claim, but you can have, you can claim it, but I think that's not good, but a bit of it.
And she liked it about power. Like, power is not just about Prospero having magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also about the mind thing. Like how he had power of Dudu when he was the Duke, and how King Alonso has power over,
Being king.
Yeah. So,
And we can say there's also anti-imperialism in the resistance and resistance, because we see Caliban resist Prospero's orders. And what does Prospero do? He promises to punish him.
he was an enforcer. Okay, I get that.
Caliban resist imperialism. That's resistance.
So the setting, which is the island, is shown, or it's portrayed as a colonized island because he took it away from the rightful owner, who is Caliban.
And like power, we can see in this modern day that the whites, whether we believe it or not, but then the whites are the ones that owns about 90% of the land.
Yeah.
And as blacks, we are still trying to reclaim our land, even to this day. But then apartheid was about 30 years ago. But we're
but
still
we're
facing
still
this
fighting.
issue.
Still facing the effect.
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, these cases of farmers who migrated to the United States because they felt like us as South African were taking away their land, and
They feel violated and such. So
not knowing that originally this land belongs
To us.
as I won't say black people, as
As the
African,
natives of this.
and
yes, that actually draws back to forgiveness, as we know about the Day of Reconciliation. So, like how Nelson Mandela, when he came out of prison, he didn't just say, he didn't just say out. He forgave them, That's how they still have their land, because they didn't just strip them of it. So, all in all, it's basically like forgiveness.
And it is very important to forgive. It also teaches us the morals of life. In life, we have to forgive.
but not for
That, yes, this blame teaches us that forgiveness is important.
and
It
somehow,
sets you free.
and somehow all these things, they are connected because through power, Angela, do you think revenge is the, I won't say source of the events that took place, but I think revenge is the one that drives
Yes.
and connects. And connect the theme of forgiveness, because even the name Tempest is defined as a storm. And during that time, Prospero that was creating that storm, he was trying to, I won't say harm, but to show them, since he used his magical power, but
Yes,
to
exactly what I was touching up on. He assured Miranda that no one on the ship died,
Yeah.
which shows that he doesn't use his magic in a bad way, like to
which
kill like
cigarettes.
cigarettes, yes, cigarettes.
He used her powers very badly because which cigarettes did very bad things with everyone.
hence he stated that
Prospero.
Prospero he's a complex character, and in this play I think he's a protagonist because most of events that are happening, his name is mentioned. Yeah. Get it. Prospero didn't have power. I think the land will stay or belong to Caliban. But since he had power, he was able to manipulate and take the land away, which falls under the theme of power and colonialization. And at the same time, revenge. You know, he thought that since they taken away the power that he has, since he was a dukedom and he was exiled, he wanted to do a revenge and later on forgive. So this is just a chain, it's like a food chain. You know, yeah, they intertwine, they connect together. So
Okay.
wait. So in this play, Caliban is the one that is oppressed
Yes.
by
Prospero
Prospero.
is the oppressor.
Yeah, the European one colonized.
Yes. Okay, so on the theme of revenge and forgiveness, right? We see first like Prospero is consumed by revenge. He wants to enact revenge over his enemies which he brought to the island using his magic. His magic he learned through the years after he was exiled. Now he wants to take revenge on those who have wronged him, those who are responsible for him losing his title and him being banished to that island. So by that he learned magic and he grew more power as you talked about it, yes. He grew more power in order to take up revenge. But we soon learned that throughout the play, he grows some of humanity. Let me say he shows it. Yes, he shows it by protecting Miranda against Caliban, who tried to assail her. So this shows that he's also a protective father. He's also a protective father figure. And towards the end, he sees the change of Ariel, like a spirit having humanity and having remorse over what happened to the nobles, that they've suffered enough. So then he comes to this realization that maybe revenge isn't all that. Okay, revenge isn't all I have to focus on in order to grow. So Prospero grew away from wanting to seek revenge into following forgiveness. So that's when he started to forgive. He forgave the king and his brother Antonio. So this shows that Prospero is a really complex character. Like he's an onion, he has layers. So he's not really a bad guy throughout all over the play. He has humanity in him and forgiveness. So that's what I wanted to touch up on that. All right, so we've covered all, and I'd like to thank you, the literatures. I hope you've learned something from this. And signing off is your host, Mpho, and
Nomandlovu.
well, see ya.
Thank you.